Eva Allen, and I am the proud coach of an amazing 10K client win, and I'm going to be sharing more about that here. If you don't know me, I am Eva Allen. I'm a singer-songwriter and also a crowdfunding coach, and I am passionate about getting artists equipped, funded, especially funded, and to put out their music into the world. Because if you feel calling to art, if you believe that you are a musician, if you are that person who's like, no, I've chose music and it chose me and I'm not going anywhere, you are in the right place. You're in the right place because that is who I see and who is happening, who is making an impact in our lives. And I go live every Tuesday and Wednesday. And you know what? I think we're not on Instagram yet, so give me a second here to get on Instagram. But what are you guys creating this week? What are you creating with your music? Are you finishing a single right now? Are you creating an EP right now? Are you doing a crowdfund right now? What are you guys creating with your music? Are you building your fan base with social media or email right now? Like, what is your goal right now? Are you working on your songwriting skills? Are you working on your vocals? For those who knew or didn't know, I've been a vocal coach for the last 15 plus years, and that's been a great, very fulfilling path to take. But the thing that I love about helping artists crowdfund is I get to help artists get funded. And it's like you get to be equipped and then funded as well. So what are you guys creating in your life right now? Put it in the chat. What is something that you're struggling with? What is something that you are wanting help with or support with? Go ahead and put that in the chat. What is something that you want to create in the next month or so, maybe 90 days. Some people that's too long to think about, so maybe even this month or this week or today. What is something that you want to create in your life? And we're getting in, okay, interesting. We're having some interesting stuff here. We're on Instagram, I believe. We should be on Instagram. Let me just double check. Here that we can go live. We're going live. So what are you guys creating? What are you creating today? Sometimes today is enough. Sometimes today is enough to think about. So what are you creating today? What's on your heart and mind to create? Put it in the chat below. Okay, well, we'll see if Instagram goes live. Appreciate you guys and your patience. I'm going to be talking about the 3 steps, the only 3 steps you need to crowdfund your 5K for your next music release. And how do you know if you're in the right place here? Well, if you're a music artist who has music inside them, but you could be like me, where I was in a position where I'm a singer-songwriter, I don't produce. And so I needed to hire someone, a producer, and that took money. Or maybe you're someone who does produce, all the songs are completed, or you have a producer already, and you just need the funds for a promo. If that's you, if you need the funds for production, put production in the chat. If you need the funds for promo, put promo in the chat right now. Okay? Whichever one you are, you're in the right place. Because I had a very exciting win for my client this week. My client, Sharon Leah, created she created 5K at first. She created 10K altogether, and she was at 5K a week before her crowdfund, and we were like, we don't know we don't know. Let's do the work for 7K. And someone came in as a sponsor donor. And if you guys don't know how to get sponsors, we can talk about that also. But really, the gist of the lesson here is that she put herself out there. She started doing the work. without seeing the results, without seeing, well, she saw some results, but we talk about this all the time, how to focus on the work over the result. Because when you plant seeds, when you start offering value to people, sometimes it takes some time for those seeds to blossom. And so it's a very exciting win. Congratulations, Sharon Leah, for creating your 10K. Actually, it's probably more around 11K now. So congratulations. So the three steps that we talk about in Billy's live last night, I won't give it all away because we have a replay. So if you're not on my email list, put email and I'll make sure you get the replay of last night's live. But Billy and I went live with a bunch of artists and we talked about how artists can win, put out their music, get funded, and build their fan base at the same time. So if you're in that position, you're in the right place. Last night, we had a few different people sign up for the next event that I'm going to be having. And that is coming up June 28th and 29th, 3 p.m. on Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. PST, and then 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. PST on Saturday. We're going to be talking about the three steps that that can support you in creating your next 5K, 10K, 15K for your launch. By the way, just because Sharon's first phase is 10K doesn't mean her next phase is not another 10K, because she has big goals. She wants to do a Grammy campaign and different things with her album. So there's a lot going on. And if you want to ride the train, come on to the event. It's going to be at the end of June. So if you're curious about that, put email in the chat and I'll be sure to get you a copy of the replay, and then you can see the email or the info for the event. So definitely put email in the chat and I'll get that to you. So let's talk about the three things that you need to crowdfund 5K plus for your next music release. And this is revealed to you today. So if you're listening right now, it's not a mistake. You're in the right place. So let's talk about it. Number one, you've got your signature story. Your signature story. Story sell. And if you're going to be an artist, it's great that you love the music, but if you don't know how to tell stories, first of all, I don't know many artists who don't tell stories. Second of all, you can work on it. I wasn't always good at it either. But when you know how to tell your story, you need to know how to create emotion and connection with people. Connection plus urgency equals currency is something I always say. So connection is very, very key. And stories cause connection. So if you're someone who is curious about how to do that, put email in the chat and I'll send you the replay. I have a little bit more detail in the replay that I did with Billy yesterday. Billy Big Shot Beats, by the way, you follow him. He's an amazing producer and just has a lot of connections in the industry. He's really passionate about equipping artists. And so he's a really, really amazing person. Really great at email marketing, really great at everything that goes with building an audience. And so he definitely is someone to look up to. So go follow Billy if you haven't followed Billy. But that's the first thing is having a story that connects to your audience. And then the second thing, this is a very quick overview because you want to see the replay that me and Billy put out. So it's only going to be up for another 48 hours. So put email in the chat if you want the replay. The second thing is building your teams and systems. So your teams and systems are the structure for the house that you're building. Your signature story is your foundation, and crowdfunding is a party that you're going to throw. So you've got your signature story, which is your foundation, and then you've got the walls and the roof for your structure of what you're going to be putting together. So the structure is very important, making sure people don't fall off the foundation. People are in a safe place where they can have a party with you, and that's teams and systems. Billy and I are going to be partnering up on June 28th and 29th, talking about teams and systems. He's very good at systems. He's very, very organized and committed and detailed, and he's very, very good at building systems. So if you're someone who is curious about how to build your fan base, your email list, all those structures that come with building a business, and you know that you need help with it, uh, definitely put email in the chat and I'll get you the info for that. Again, this is only up for the next 48 hours. So if you're someone who's curious about it, definitely put that in the chat. And then the third thing is launching your campaign. So this is like throwing the party. You may not have all the furniture in, you may not have all the paintings hung up, but you're going to throw the party without everything perfect. And you're going to invite people into the process, which is such a gift. Something I noticed about Sharon's campaign, my recent student who just created over 10K, 90 people jumped on board with her vision. 90 people funded her vision. And now those people are so excited for her album release. They are so excited to see her album Expanse come out in August, whereas before nobody really knew about it, right? So they are committed, they've invested. They're like, she already has 90 new super fans. Maybe some are old, some are new. She has 90 new super fans, whereas before she may have had a few of them. So congratulations to Sharon again, but you can do it too. Here's the thing. All you have to do is start before it's perfect. Start and commit to a goal and be clear on your numbers. If you're not clear of what you want, you're not going to be creating it, right? So what do you want? What do you want? Why do you want it? What's going to drive you? I have this example that I'm giving to everyone, and it's like, I want to look good in my wedding dress, and getting married in October, and I want to look good in my wedding dress, and I hate lunge pulses. I hate them. I want to quit them every time I do them. But looking good in my wedding dress was actually not motivating me. It might motivate people. It wasn't motivating me because at the end of the day, it was kind of a shallow goal for me. But you know what does motivate me is knowing that there is diabetes in my family. There is heart disease in my family, immediate family, both my parents, and there's cancer on both sides. Both pairs of grandparents had cancer. And so to me, I want to create a different legacy for my kids. It's not just working out, it's everything. It's eating and, pesticides, all these things. But I am committed to creating a different lifestyle because I saw what happened to them. And so I want to create something different. And so I'm going to work out. I'm going to do my lunge pulses because that deeper motivation it drives me to do really hard things. Well, at least in the moment of lunge pulses, it feels like a really hard thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? So anyone else relate to that? So when it feels hard, what is motivating you? What is pushing you past things? When you face rejection, what is that thing that motivates you? And so those are the 3 steps for creating, the only 3 steps you need to crowdfund your 5K in 30 days. Again, I'm going to be diving deeper into this. Me and Billy are actually partnering up and going to be partnering up together at an event at the end of June. It's June 28th and 29th. And we're going to be diving deep into these 3 steps together, by the way. He's a producer. I'm a singer-songwriter. He's really great at email marketing and texting and building his list. I'm growing in that. So it's a really dynamic partnership, and you get to hear from both of us at one time, and it's going to be amazing. So if you're someone who's curious about that, put email in the chat, and I will send you a DM. Get your email, and that way you can see the replay of our partnership video that we did last night, as well as create your next 5K plus for your next project. So you can do it too, guys. You can do it too. If you have something that's motivating you deeper than just fitting into your wedding dress or just that 10K, what I notice is a lot of the artists I work with, they're not motivated by money because I'm not either. It sounds like a great motivation, but at the end of the day, there's going to be something deeper motivating you to the next level, to face rejection, to face and conquer things. And that is what you need to write down right now on a sticky note and put on your wall and don't forget it. And that's what we're going to be talking about at the event at the end of the month. Not only the how tos, but who you become in the process, because who you become is something you take with you your entire life. Once you learn these how tos, you can do it again. It's just a matter of you committing and taking the step. So if you're someone who's curious about that, put email in the chat. Otherwise, guys, I'll have to repost this on Instagram because we weren't able to go live. But you guys, what are you creating in the next 24 hours? Put it in the chat. What are you committed to? Because this lifestyle is hard. You know, the artist lifestyle is not easy. But if you do it together in community and you're not alone in it, then there is something for everybody. You might add value or someone might add value to you. And you may just 10x your next 3 months, like Sharon did. You may just 10x your next 3 months. The first time she crowdfunded, she only made $1,000. This time she made 11K. She more than 10x'd it. I mean, congrats to her. But you can do it too. And all it takes is a decision, knowing what is driving you in this artist lifestyle. Is it just a shallow, I want to just make money? I know for most artists it's not. I don't think it is for you. I think there is a deeper reason that drives you. And so if you're someone that is driven and wants to create something in their life, then put email in the chat and I will get you the info. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. Go